This is Sebastian Middle Martinez for Fight Club Rush, here with one half of the main event at FCR 14 as Andreas Gustafsson makes his triumphant return November 26 against Poland's Łukasz Dziudziuk. And how does that feel to finally be back in the mix, be back in big fights, and to be back here in Västerås, where your whole pro career started?
It feels good. I've been gone for almost 2 years. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I feel ready, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I feel like your absence was pretty noticed on the Swedish sort of MMA landscape because you've been a force to be reckoned with for a long time. Big guy, strong guy, fearsome looking guy, and then you had your biggest fight to date against Damian Janikowski in the KSW. Close fight, split, but it was in his home country, and I'm sure there could be arguments made for both sides. How much did the result itself impact your absence?
Uh, Not so much. Of course, it's not so fun losing in a decision in a close fight. I thought I won the fight, but like you said, it was in his home country. It was a close fight, and he came from I don't know, 2 losses. Uh, so yeah, I don't think it's because of that loss I took a break.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know really. I just felt okay, fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. It was a fast decision.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everyone needs to charge their batteries, even some of the toughest fighters in the world, and it seems like you've definitely done that now. Do you feel re-energized, revitalized? Do you like just because I kind of feel like you can kind of see it on you. You're a little bit brighter than you've perhaps been before.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the 2 year off was good for me.
Hmm.
I feel motivated. I feel good. I'm looking forward to fight again.
Yeah.
It's fun. Before it was no fun anymore, but now I have some distance to MMA. I haven't trained MMA for 2 years, only in the gym back at home.
Hmm.
So yeah, I feel confident in. I want to do this. I want to do this.
Well, and I see you've been back now. You've been training with Nermin Haidarpasic, amongst other people. How does it feel to be back? Do you feel a little bit of ring rust, or does it kind of just like, you never really forget certain things?
In the beginning, uh, it was hard to come back after 2 years off. Of course, I needed a couple of weeks to come back. Um the condition, the strength I had. I've always been strong.
Yeah.
I keep up with the gym, and but yeah, the condition was very hard to come back to,
Hmm.
and yeah, but now I feel like I'm back.
Yeah.
It took some time, but now I'm back.
Well, like riding a bike, some things you never forget, and I guess punching people in the face is also one of those things you never truly forget, and that's a good thing because you're gonna need that muscle memory facing another big guy, another tough guy, who in some ways, I mean, it's a simplification, but he feels a little bit like the Polish Andreas Gustafsson, kind of look and kind of a bit of a brawly style, top heavy. How do you look at him and his fighting style? How do you think you match up against him?
Mm, I think it's. I think he has almost the same style as I have.
Hmm.
Uh, so I have looked at him a couple of fights, and I can see that we have similar fighting styles.
Hmm.
Um, but of course, it's different in some angles. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a really good fight.
Yeah.
Two strong, guys. Uh, yeah, it's gonna be good.
And like you said, there are definitely similarities, but where do you think you really shine in compared to him? In which aspect are you just a better fighter all around?
I think I'm better in the wrestling game, of course.
Hmm.
I've been wrestling all my life. So that's the point. I'm better than him. I know that,
Yeah.
and I trust my wrestling. I do, and yeah, yeah.
Well, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And your wrestling is anything but broken, so I'm sure it's going to come in handy against a tough guy, like you say. Rounding off, then, like I said, your absence has been noticed, and now you're back. You're making waves, a main event, and at you're back at an FCR, which is also elevated a lot since last time you fought there. UFC Fight Pass, lots of eyes. UFC keeping a close eye on it. What can the fans here in Västerås, around the world, and the people watching on UFC Fight Pass expect from your return on November 26th?
They can expect a main event. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. Uh, my mentality in this fight, it's just another fight for me.
Yeah.
It's nothing special for me. I just longing for when I have 2 year off. It became so boring. The ordinary life without fighting, without measuring man to man. Um, they can expect a fight, a real fight.
Yeah, well, I mean, there you have it. You kind of know what you're gonna get when Andreas Gustafsson steps into the cage, and that is exactly what you can expect more of, except perhaps a little bit more revitalized and against this sort of Polish mirror image of himself. So be sure to tune in Fight Club Rush 14, where Andreas Gustafsson makes his much anticipated return against Lukas Judzian November 26th, right here in Västerås and only on UFC Fight Pass. Thank you very much. Good luck in the fight.
Thank you.